Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask. Act. Action will delineate and define you. I predict future happiness for Americans, if they can prevent the government from wasting the labors of the people under the pretense of taking care of them. The legitimate powers of government extend to such acts only as are injurious to others. It does me no injury for my neighbor to say there are 20 gods or no God. It neither picks my pocket nor breaks my leg. The man who reads nothing at all is better educated than the man who reads nothing but newspapers. I sincerely believe that banking establishments are more dangerous than standing armies, and that the principle of spending money to be paid by posterity, under the name of funding, is but swindling futurity on a large scale. On matters of style, swim with the current; on matters of principle, stand like a rock. The most valuable of all talents is that of never using two words when one will do. I'm a greater believer in luck, and I find the harder I work the more I have of it. We in America do not have government by the majority. We have government by the majority who participate. I would rather be exposed to the inconveniences attending too much liberty than to those attending too small a degree of it. Our civil rights have no dependence on our religious opinions any more than our opinions in physics or geometry. Nothing gives one person so much advantage over another as to remain always cool and unruffled under all circumstances. Determine never to be idle. No person will have occasion to complain of the want of time, who never loses any. It is wonderful how much may be done, if we are always doing. I had rather be shut up in a very modest cottage with my books, my family and a few old friends, dining on simple bacon, and letting the world roll on as it liked, than to occupy the most splendid post, which any human power can give. If a nation expects to be ignorant and free, in a state of civilization, it expects what never was and never will be. There is nothing more unequal than the equal treatment of unequal people. All should be laid open to you without reserve, for there is not a truth existing which I fear, or would wish unknown to the whole world. But friendship is precious, not only in the shade but in the sunshine of life, and thanks to a benevolent arrangement of things, the greater part of life is sunshine. I will recur for proof to the days we have lately passed. On these indeed the sun shone brightly. If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. I was bold in the pursuit of knowledge, never fearing to follow truth and reason to whatever results they led. Every day is lost in which we do not learn something useful. Man has no nobler or more valuable possession than time. I never considered a difference of opinion in politics, in religion, in philosophy, as cause for withdrawing from a friend. The will of the people is the only legitimate foundation of any government, and to protect its free expression should be our first object. Our liberty depends on the freedom of the press, and that cannot be limited without being lost. I hold it that a little rebellion now and then is a good thing, and as necessary in the political world as storms in the physical. Peace, commerce, and honest friendship with all nations, entangling alliances with none. I believe that banking institutions are more dangerous to our liberties than standing armies. Every human being must be viewed according to what it is good for. For not one of us, no, not one, is perfect. And were we to love none who had imperfection, this world would be a desert for our love. I do not take a single newspaper, nor read one a month, and I feel myself infinitely the happier for it.